Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new Night POV review. In front of us is the new KGM Tivoli. This is the fresh trim. Now inside is the 1.5 liter T-GDI. It's a 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol producing 163 horsepower. If we unlock the car, we can see we have warm headlights. There's also, when you turn on the car, cold daytime running lights. Now, we're sitting on 16-inch alloys, a lot of tire, and very good, comfortable suspension. Inside is the 6-speed manual. You can also option the 7-speed automatic and an all-wheel drive. This is the car from the rear. It's freezing cold. I'm just gonna jump inside, skip the cargo. A little welcome message. You can switch it off in the infotainment. Grasshopper physical key. Now let's start the car. Okay. Now I already published the review and I was about to publish the point of view driving videos, but I accidentally deleted them. So as I've said, I got the car again. You can see it a little bit better with the light on. And I also did the consumption test once again because I forgot what was my consumption. So that's that. I gotta say, as I said in the review, a very good car overall. And good news, they've lowered the price by 1,000 euros, so it's now 22,000 euros in Croatia. Now, here we have the home screen. Now I can turn on the radio. Now we have a actually pretty good radio. Now let me just see if I can find another station. You know the drill, but it's a very good sound system. And we have here also Apple CarPlay. So I'm gonna use the embedded navigation. Now this one's familiar, it's by TomTom. It's the one that Stellantis Group uses. And this digital cockpit, if you press here, the pages, you can switch to this sport dial, but it's kind of empty on the side. You can have this classical one. That's the one I like. I'm gonna keep. You can see the radio station, and this one is with the map in the middle with this side gauges, and that's the one we saw in Peugeot in some previous models. There's a lot of options here. One of these is the driver assistance. If you say OK, you get inside the menu, and then you just have to go down with the move button. And then this one, driver assistant, I'm gonna press an off. You can press the page menu again to go back. So I've disabled the very annoying speed limit change. It's just loud and keeps changing, so it's annoying. This is the fuel consumption. Now I will just keep it on this one where I can see the lane keeping assist. Before we head out, there's also driving modes. I'm gonna be in normal driving mode. I did a consumption test. It was my lowest 6.6. That's my standard driving route simulating open road. So at late night, low traffic, driving between 60 and 80 kilometers per hour, mostly like gentle acceleration and anticipating when to stop accelerating before the traffic light. So kind of open road simulation. Now let's head out. Before we do that, let me actually show you the backing camera. It's a really good sharp resolution, and we're heading out now. Well, I'm gonna say first, I'm driving automatic, and with this manual, it's good, but I needed a little time to adjust, but it's like a matter of like one day. It's not really something, but just I guess I'm driving too much automatics that I personally prefer, and just it takes a little while to get fine-tuned to the manual transmission. Everyone's different, but this one's solid. Now the gear travel is a little bit longer, and it might not sit inside the gear very comfortably like some more premium cars, but it's decent. I would say it's sort of like a French manual, so that's, you know, long travel, and it's okay in the gear, but not comfortable maybe as some German cars. But this is a South Korean brand, so that is that. Now, 6-speed manual, great for fuel consumption. Also 4-cylinder turbo petrol. It is a little bit thirstier, but on the open road you can get a decent fuel consumption. Now 163 horsepower, I would say this is enough. You can see here if I just accelerate a little bit faster, it's good on the throttle, good response. This is a much harder speed bump, and you know, for the most part it's very comfy. This lane keeping assist is a little bit sensitive if you cross the line, but it doesn't fight you too much if you hold the grip on the steering wheel. Now the car is very good in the bends. I didn't drive it too fast, but it is a compact like SUV, so CUV, and you know, it drives really nicely, and the build quality for 22,000 euros is really solid. You get a nice tall SUV. It's fairly roomy, and I would say good value for money if you're looking for a today budget SUV. So it's competing with Suzuki Vitara, you know, and I would say this might be even slightly better built inside. Infotainment is really decent. It isn't super smooth and fast, but it's decent. The digital cockpit is nice and fast, and overall I'm really happy with the whole experience. Maybe the only con is it's not a little bit more fuel efficient, but it is a taller car, so you know, you can expect a great consumption and a tall SUV for this price, at least. But as you can see here, if I speed up, it just takes off very nicely, enough power for this size of a compact SUV. Now it's a very comfortable ride, and I really like it. One thing I personally didn't like from the start is the design, but the design is a personal taste, personal matter. Today, when I was filming the day point of view, a nice lady stopped me and asked some questions. She said she really likes the car. She was interested in, you know, getting one, and she really complimented the design. So that just tells you how much design is a matter of personal taste. Now, I might not like it, or I didn't like it at first, but it started growing on me, and it looks okay. Now, inside, you're sitting very tall. You have a good overview through the side mirrors. Even on the back, it's a good overview. It's further back, but since it's very almost like 90 degrees on the back, it's kind of easy to get a feeling how far you're from the wall if you're backing up. So, you know, it's very good. I wish that the dealer or importer, in this case, put a false floor in the background, but you really have a deep cargo or the boot space. And, you know, it's pretty solid. Now, you can see here there's constructions. This is like my regular night route. And this is going to turn by the next year into avenue, and there's going to be tram here, so that is that. See, when I push it, it can really speed up nicely. Although I just sometimes I'm just too much throttle, I guess, before I actually release the clutch. Yeah, this manual, if I'm 100% honest, is just requires a lot of feeling to get it to hit it on the perfect spot, you know. Because if you're just a little bit faster or more aggressive, you're just like forcing it. It's not really smooth. But if you just feel it, as my driving instructor would say, I still remember that, then you're gonna hit it just perfectly, and it's gonna be very gentle. If you hold the brakes, auto start stop kicks in. You can remove your foot from the brake. The car doesn't move forward. And let me just see here. Well, fuel consumption is quite high, but we just passed just to short distance, so it really doesn't matter. But you can see infotainment is super fast. Green light. I'm a little bit lower, so the middle mirror and things around it are kind of a small blind spot. But this windshield actually isn't that bad in this area. Isn't such a huge blind spot. In the 8 pillars, you know, sometimes they could be obstructive for the traffic light or pedestrians. But in this case, I think it's mostly good because you have a nice and tall windshield. Now, very well equipped car for 22K here in Europe. I would say, since you have a digital cockpit, you have all these nice buttons, have a big display, automatic AC, dual zone, Apple CarPlay. You know, it's a very well equipped car. These seats are, let me just share some light, good. I wouldn't say very comfortable, but comfortable. To be honest, I've been traveling to Germany. I've been just driving for a lot of hours, so my back hasn't fully recovered, so I might not be too fair. But as I remember, the last time I've driven the Tivoli, I didn't have any complaints, so we can say these seats are good. The sponging is really comfy, so I would say these are good. Now, regarding the practicality, maybe one small con, and I know some of you are gonna agree, some might not, but AC, it would be really nice to have those physical dials, just like the volume. It's just more practical. So yeah, and maybe the heated seats would be a nice option. Haven't checked the higher trim if it does come with those or not, but yeah. Once you get spoiled with the heated seats or ventilated seats and a heated steering wheel in the winter, a must-have. So yeah. Now the brakes on this car not super aggressive, but when you press them hard, they really grip. And steering is like not too soft and not too hard. Now I haven't really checked. I'm gonna switch to sport mode now on the highway. If there's any more resistance, see again, I don't see the traffic light. I have to lean a little bit. Yeah, that manhole, okay, this is really big. This one, yeah, it's just super soft. I'm gonna switch to sport mode. Oh yeah, the steering is a little bit more direct. Gives you a little bit more feedback or more resistance. Okay, slight leaning, but not too much. I'm gonna speed up here a little bit faster. See how it acts in this bend if you go a little bit faster in. Okay, lane assist is trying to correct me. Okay, there is leaning. It is taller. So don't go too fast into the bend. So tonight is very windy. But I would say the soundproof in this car is good. Gonna let this Tesla pass me. Speeding up in the 6th gear. It's okay. Now I can hear some noise around next to the wiper, so it might be something from the tree that like some debris fell in and it's making a little bit of noise there. But that's fine. Back to normal. I'm gonna slow down to 100 here. Okay, let's engage the. We have the center lane keeping system, and we're gonna engage the cruise. You press down, it engages, and then you press up to set up the speed. So it keeps you in the center. If I pull it to the right, look at this. Nope, it pushes me back into the center, and it keeps me in the center, so it doesn't do the ping pong thing. Now, if I go to the page and to the driver assistant, there's emergency braking for collision sensitivity, and then inside of here you can say here's slow, medium, or fast, but I don't think that's the distance. So I think you cannot set up a cruising distance. Let me just see here. Yeah, so that's the one feature that is lacking in this car. But you do have emergency braking for pedestrians. You have this sport gauge. If I press sport, it doesn't change the color or anything like that. It just says sport on the bottom left. But I do prefer like the classic with a lane assist. Despite having warm headlights, I would say decent beam. So I'd say maybe to be like perfectly equipped, this is missing perhaps maybe 3 things from top of my head here. Blind spot would be really cool, although you have big mirrors, it's not a problem. Only the driver window is fully automatic. I would like them all 4 to be fully automatic, and yeah, and the cruise distance, maybe for those of you who travel a lot to commute, maybe that would be one thing that would be really helpful. You have the automatic auto dimming inside mirror, not on the sides, but you're taller, so it's usually not the case. Not a problem when you're lower in a sedan or a hatchback. Then you want to have those because taller cars will blind you from the rear. Okay, so the consumption is slowly dropping. Oh, I haven't really figured this one. I'm not sure what to say here. Is this a pleasant surprise or just like an unexpected surprise? So it seems like I've thought this was just the navigation, but it seems like it's just sharing an entire screen here. Whoa, yeah, huh. Well, that's something new that I didn't realize. So it's a good thing if you came back and watched this review. So, that's maybe a good thing, because look at this. I'm sorry I don't have the cable here for Apple CarPlay. It might even work wirelessly, but I haven't connected it. But since this is actually mirroring the digital cockpit, it's actually a great bonus because you can have like Waze or whatever from Apple CarPlay on the digital cockpit. That's usually in some premium brands an extra option. So wow, this is a really nice surprise. Okay, relax. Yeah, the lane assist is just like slightly sensitive, but it's not really fighting you that much. It's like sometimes slightly, but if you just hold the steering wheel normally, I would say it's just not a big deal. I won't do 0 to 100 because it's just not that fast at all. But we're just gonna like pull on the next one here left, just so you can see the performance of these. And then we're just gonna transport or teleport by video magic to the traffic light and head out to our garage. Downshifting, slowing down with the engine. It's one way to save brakes. Okay, so as I said, I won't go all the way down there, but it's a very good beam. It's nice and warm. Shoots fairly far, so that's good. It's not like cold, but the performance is good. Like the cold beam blinds people, and I can tell you from driving, today's Monday for me, and I was driving Friday to Saturday from Croatia to Germany, and all these headlights, even the matrix, just like very bright. It's blinding you. I got like red shot eyes after the trip. It was terrible. These are good performance, and they're not blinding other drivers and killing their eyes. Now we're gonna see here. Okay, let's see. Search. Yeah, it's same as the Peugeot and the Stellantis group. There we go. So you can see the navigation, and if I go to the mirror screen, okay, so you can see the navigation. So again, if I go to the home screen, it's different. Consumption is dropping, and that's a good thing. So really nice display, and I gotta say I like this car more at night, maybe during the day. It has a day theme, but you can switch to a night theme, or this one's on set up to automatic. So if you really like the dark theme, you can have it during the day as well. Now this is good. It has like where's the gas station and so on. It does have speeding cameras. This is a new one here on this pillar we just passed. But yeah, it's really not updated. I don't know why TomTom is so late in updating these. Okay, we're about to come to our garage and wrap up the video, and I think I've summed it all. Very good value for money. €22,000. Good build quality, good performance, and nicely equipped for such a budget car. So comfy, compact SUV. Let me just show you the exhaust here. I mean, hear this. Yeah, not really loud, but just like all the modern cars, not too loud, but that's a good thing. So you don't need to be noisy on the streets, especially at night. Now, let's park here. And that's that. The navigation has reoriented after. I wish it went back. I like to have it like facing where I'm facing with the car, but that's just me. And as you can see, the backing camera has excellent resolution. I just can't praise it enough. Doesn't have the angle when you move the steering wheel, unfortunately, but still good resolution. Helps with parking. That is that. Our fuel consumption started dropping, but again, it's 8.5 considering short drive. It's not too bad, but I guess from my experience, you need to drive a little bit more in order to actually see when the trip computer will like stabilize. But my best was 6.6. You can choose a different theme here, or you can just switch it off. It's all in the digital cockpit. Don't forget your valuables. Don't forget to pull the handbrake. So let me just see here something. I think someone... Oh no, okay. Disable the lights, but they're on when you open the door. That's that. Let me just do one thing here. I'm just gonna switch on the lights manually on, just to show you the how the back looks. So unfortunately, these lights are not completely on here. That would be cool. And just to show you here the front, the main lights went off, but you can see the daytime running lights. And let me see if I can fix that as well. Just actually it doesn't turn on. Okay, just gonna put it back to automatic and lock it up. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, helps me with the algorithm. Type a comment below if you have any questions, and share the video. Helps me also as well, and other people. So with the algorithm. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Stay safe. Bye.